Hello everybody, it's a standard third English, chapter number 12, Meena. Okay, as we have completed the Herberts of this chapter, now let's start the chapter. On a page number 138, look at the picture given alongside. Who do you think the children are? What are they doing? Talk about in the class. As you can see on the very first picture, on a page, on the first page, there are two boys. One boy is normal and second boy is walking with the stick, and the first boy is helping him in by walking. Okay, so this is a picture of two boys. One boy is normal like us, and second boy who is having walk stick, right? And he was unable to walk without stick, so that is why beside his friend he was helping him to walk. Okay, now let's start the chapter. This is the story. This story takes place on a path of a small but steep hill. Okay, this is the story about a hill, of a place of a hill where the hill is little bit hard to walk. Okay, hard to climb. Meena and her brother journeyed up this path joyfully. Here there are two characters, Meena and her brother. Okay, these both are the travelers through the hill, and hill is little bit steep. Okay, hill is little bit hard to walk or hard to climb up. So in this story there are two characters, Meena and her brother. These both, Meena and her brother, are doing journey, are going to the hill, to the religious place. Okay, people looked at them in wonder, and a lot of people, as it is the hilly place, and as it is the religious place, so that is why people are just wondering them that, oh, how they are going. Okay, so let's start to read and understand the chapter. The path was steep and the climb was difficult. Okay, the path was little bit tough and climb was difficult. It went through thick and lovely woods of fir and pine trees. Okay, on this difficult path there were lovely wood and pine trees. This path led to a holy place. Okay, if they will walk, if they will climb this hilly place, then they will reach at the holy place. Okay, people who visited the holy place took this steep path. If people wants to go there to the holy place, then people have to walk. People have to walk from that hilly place. Okay, that difficult place. Then one day, when the sun shone high in the sky, there was a day when the sun was giving its shine very brightly. Many people were seen climbing up the hill. There were many people, those who were walking and climbing up that hill. They were climbing slowly and carefully. Okay, why? Because the path was little bit harder, the path was little bit harder, so that is why they were walking or they were climbing very carefully and slowly. A girl also climbed the hill with them. There was a little girl who was also climbing the hill. Okay, her name was Meena and her name was Meena. Meena was 12 years old. Meena was 1 and 2, 12 years old. Okay, she carried a small boy on her back. Now Meena was walking, but with his brother. Okay, there was a little boy on her shoulder. Okay, on her back. He was 4 years old. Okay, and his brother was 4 years old. 4 years old. Our Meena was 12 years old and her brother was 4 years old. His hair was curly. His hair was curly. Okay, that her brother's hair was curly and his eyes were black and his face was as fresh as the morning dew. Okay, then he smiled at everyone and waved his hand, but his legs were still. He could not walk. As we already know that hill hill's path was a little bit tough. Okay, so 4 years child cannot walk on that, climb that hill. Okay, so that is why Meena has kept her on her back to her brother, and she was also moving, or she was also climbing the hill. Now answer orally. Why do you think Meena carried a small boy on her back? Because the boy was very little, right? The Her brother was very little, as he was fourth years old. So that is why he cannot easily walk or easily climb that hill. That is why. Okay. Now as the sunshine danced through the trees, Meena climbed the hill slowly and steadily. The sun was shining very brightly, and Meena was climbing up to the hill. Then Meena was happy and the boy cheerful. Okay, Meena was also happy and the boy, her brother, also was happy and cheerful. Okay, a man in the group looked at Meena. He felt sorry for her. As we already know that is a religious place, right? If they will climb up the hill, they will reach at the religious place, right? Maybe temple will be there. So there were a lot of people, as we already know that. So one of the men was thinking that, oh, that little bit girl, that 14 years girl, has having on a backside her brother, and how she can walk. So he was feeling sorry for that. Then he felt sorry for her. He asked her, "My child, where are you? Why are you carrying this boy on your back? Don't you feel his load?" So the person was telling to Meena that, why are you carrying this little boy on your back? Can't you feel too much load? So Meena looked at him in surprise. She could not understand him. She could not understand him. She looked directly at him and then answered strongly. Now Meena given answer very strongly. What the answer she is giving? Let's see. Of course not. Of course not. He is my brother. Okay. Why? Because yes, frankly speaking, if somebody will sitting on our back, we will feel load. But if he or she is our brother, little brother or sister, surely we will not feel too much load, right? So she told to him that, of course not, he is my brother. The man looked at both of them in wonder. Okay, so here the story ends. The man looked both of them in wonder, and here the story ends. And the message from the story is helping our loved ones gives us joy. Okay, suppose if you are taking any kind of load, that is not load, right? Because they are our brother and sister, and for our brother and sister, we cannot feel bored or we cannot feel load, any kind of load, right? So here the story ends. In the next video we are going to check out the exercise. Thank you.